Hi, it's Lonnie. Welcome to Grace Blossoms for You. Well, today I'm putting in the signatures, and funny thing happened on my way to making this journal. I ended up with too much paper, so I had to make two. This is the original, and I've already sewn this one in, and so I thought I would show you just how I do this one. And yeah, I made another cover. Actually, I thought this cover would be big enough to house all the signatures, two of them. But when I tried to put them both in here to see how it would look, it was already gator mouth, and I haven't even done anything inside yet. So, well, with the exception of that one envelope that had all that fruit on it. So here I am having two journals instead of one, but that's okay. I don't mind. Maybe I'll keep one. Probably I won't though. All right, so my awl, here it is. I have secured this. I have put in something here. It's a brad, and my hope is to put like a tassel on there. Tassel or beads, I'm not sure yet. Probably tassel. And so this is just going to be really snug in there, I think. And I'm going to be good with that. So what I'm going to do, this is how I did my last one, and it just saved me all kinds of grief when I was poking my threaded needle in, and that was, I always eyeball it. So I go to the middle and I push through to the other side, and that's pretty close to the middle. So then what I do is I pull it out, and then I immediately stick the needle through and pull it out some. Leave the thread, and then I go to the bottom, close to the bottom, right about there, and I will poke it through there. Now the needle has to go in that hole, so hopefully this will all hold nice and still. And I don't know if you can see that, but I have to see what I'm doing here. And I need to come back through that hole. There it is. All right, then almost done. Just gotta do the top. I will go roughly there. Okay. And then go through there. Come out this side. And then probably the trickiest part is putting it back through the middle or center hole, and then coming back. Sorry. I need to come back up. On the other side of this thread, which I did. This thread is on one side, and then this one will come up on the other side, which is perfect because I didn't split that thread there. So that's what we are aiming for. Not that you need to know this. You've probably seen a bunch of people do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch before. But that's my favorite way of doing it, and I didn't want to try a different one. I'm happy with this one. I don't feel like I need to particularly challenge myself with extra holes, like a 5 pamphlet stitch. I have no desire to do that. Alright, so there's what it looks like on the outside. I usually cover that, but not always either. Sometimes I run the closure through those loops in the back. So then I can take the clamps off. I think in this journal I've used the most printables I've ever used in a journal. So that's new. Yeah, usually I use more scraps and other papers that I have. But this time with the theme of fruit, I was kind of stuck. Nothing to me seemed like it was going to be matching. Not that I was looking for matching, but you kind of want it to go together somewhat. At least I thought I did. So then I have my signatures in, and there's a lot of white space, but there won't be by the time it's finished, because I have some ideas as to what I want to do in there. Too, some white space is nice for writing, and I did put embossed papers in. That's a first. I haven't done that before. And a little bit of lace, not overly lots, but I really liked how the lace looked when I put it next to the paper on some of these, so I did at least want some. Now that I've split it into 2 journals, I probably could have stood some more lace, but oh well. This will leave me room for something like page edgings and belly bands and whatnot. So yeah, that's that one. And the other is very similar except for the cover. I should say this cover was made out of Amazon plastic packaging, the envelopes that it comes in. I cut that in half and covered it in fabric. And then the inside I covered with a paper Amazon bag. And then when I went to sew them together, I just put some lace in between. So I really like that effect. I'll probably end up doing more of that. I think this is the first time I've actually sandwiched a lace between the inside and outside cover. So that was unique to me. I hadn't done that before. And the lace may look out of place, but I think it matches some of the blue details on here. So now this one seems a little bit plain compared to that one, but it is what it is, and I can maybe do a little more decorating on the front of this one, whereas this one I don't think it really needs a whole lot because the fabric is quite busy. But anyways, how are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. If you're doing this project, how is it going? I think I'm pretty much on schedule, and the funnest part is going to be decorating the inside, I think. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to show you my progress, and yeah, tell me what you think. Am I gonna like it? I think I will. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we will see. I will see you again next time. Bye for now.